The Center for Bioethics and Human Dignity is celebrating our 20th anniversary. It's a celebration of providing resources to thousands of people, collaborating with new leaders and organizations, networking with Christian bioethicists around the world. And of course, it's our dedicated staff, our friends and generous supporters. We couldn't have done it without you. We didn't get here on our own. Insightful leaders saw the urgency of unprecedented cultural shifts. It's the 1960s. Kidney dialysis is the newest medical miracle. Which patients will get it? Who lives? Who dies? The first test tube baby. Parents face more moral dilemmas than ever before. How do they know what's right? What's at stake? Human dignity. The dignity of the disabled, the elderly, the tiny, the terminally ill. Does every life matter? Are some lives more valuable than others? How should Christians respond? 20 years ago, a small group of bold visionaries gathered in Bannockburn, Illinois. They saw that the rapid advances in medicine, science, and technology were creating new ethical challenges. It was not just human dignity at stake, but whether we have a truly human future. It's about our individual and our common humanity. These visionaries were convinced they must offer a Christian response. In a bold move, they founded what is now the Center for Bioethics and Human Dignity. Birthed from an evangelical Christian perspective, the Center engages bioethics from a broad Judeo-Christian framework and the Hippocratic tradition in medicine. We have a twofold purpose. First, we want to ensure that the Academy takes seriously a distinctly Christian understanding of bioethics. Second, we equip the people of God to live out what we say we believe. Through rigorous research and charitable analysis, the Center tackles the answers to these questions from a Christian perspective. Front and center is the dignity of every single human being, because we are all created in the image of God. We turn scholarship into accessible resources to promote wise moral decisions in everyday life and health. In short, we bring clarity to the complex bioethical issues of our time. In 1994, CBHD went to work to educate leaders and equip thoughtful Christians. Our first conference focused on the Christian stake in bioethics. The Center has hosted 20 national conferences, along with regional and international events. All in all, CBHD has sponsored more than 100 events that have addressed issues from the beginning to the end of life, and all the technological and medical decisions in between. After 20 years of engagement, what difference has the Center made?
I think what originally drew me was that this was the only place that was truly a Christian voice in the early years. And over the years, I found it to be the richest voice in Christianity in thinking about bioethical issues. I found it to be just a wonderful place where people can come from very diverse backgrounds, diverse callings in life, and be able to wrestle with the tough issues we're facing in society today.
What CBHD actually accomplishes is staggering. There's so many ways that CBHD is able to make a difference in the church and in the academy.
CBHD is pursuing answering some very difficult questions that secular bioethics simply does not have an answer to.
What difference does a Christian perspective or foundation make on the issues? So here's a place where people can get that and develop relationships and networks. And it's just an absolutely unique experience.
The most remarkable thing about the Center to me is that it's virtually unique.
One of the best values of the Center is the networking opportunities there are. I've met people not only from across the country working on these issues, but from people from other side of the world. Because what we have, we're not just working in an isolated circumstance here. We're in a global economy and we're in a global bioethics.
And we're only going to become more relevant. Some experts call this the biotech century. Building on our legacy, the Center continues to anticipate the future and engage the challenges of the 21st century. The center innovates and collaborates and influences bioethics around the world. A generous multi-year grant made it possible to create key initiatives and add vital infrastructure. We've updated and expanded our resources in print and online, reaching more audiences than ever before. These are the tools people need to sort out answers for everyday ethical questions. Technology upgrades help us interact regularly with scholars and healthcare professionals from around the world. We've remodeled and expanded the center's research library. Here, visiting scholars, students, and staff have space to study, research, and dialogue. Collaborative scholarship in action. Through the Global Bioethics Education Initiative, 7 international scholars have spent 1 month at the center, while here, they explore the relevance of Judeo-Christian Hippocratism to their context. Often a minority voice, they return home to places such as India, Finland, or the Philippines, encouraged with new tools for engaging bioethics. CBHD's latest innovation is our initiative in global women's health. We created it out of concern for how women and girls are being discriminated against and exploited in healthcare around the world. CBHD is making the case that women's dignity is human dignity. For 20 years, it has been our privilege to be a key Christian voice in bioethics, to innovate, collaborate, and influence. Many of you have partnered with us. You have given your time, your resources, your expertise, your prayers. Thank you. Whether you have been with us from the beginning or are just learning about CBHD, we invite you to continue with us as we step into the future of Christian bioethics, because we're just getting started.